Here is a quick question. Have you ever asked God for money and then immediately felt guilty? Like, oh, should I even be praying for this? Isn't that selfish or unspiritual? Or maybe you've heard things like, if you are a real Christian, you should only pray for souls and not for money. Or if you pray for a new car or a raise, that's materialism. Well, I just want to balance that truth today because today we are diving into what the Bible actually says about praying for material blessing. And it's probably not something that is right there on the streets of YouTube and Facebook. Kind of just something just to share my thought to be able to balance things out. Okay, from our personal experience, we don't preach personal experiences, but from my personal experience, I know God is interested in every area of our life. Okay, so this topic really matters because money is everywhere. 1 minute you're scrolling through Facebook reel and you're watching someone celebrating a new achievement or somebody preaching, hey, God wants you to be rich. On next morning, you are also scrolling, you are seeing someone, also talking about, hey, how the wealth and health gospel is killing the gospel and all of that. Meanwhile, you're just a simple person who just wants your needs met. You just want to pay for your rent, just want your needs met. So the question comes into your heart like, what do I do? How do I ask God to bless me without crossing the line? Where do I cross the line when it comes to materials and all of that? Okay, so in Matthew 6:11, we see freshly that God is interested in our daily bread. We see Jesus praying. He said, give us this day our daily bread. So Jesus teaches us to ask for our daily needs. It might not be luxuries, might not be greedy stuff, just daily bread. Your food, your rent, your clothes, your basic provisions. God is interested. So we have access to that through Christ. We don't even come to God begging. We now come as sons and daughters. He wants us to have a sense of dependency on Him. So that's clear because God is interested in our daily needs, what we need every day. So there's a place for asking God for what you need and what you need every day. We also see in 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 17 that God richly provides for us with everything for our enjoyment. So the Bible actually mentions the word enjoyment. So God isn't anti-comfort or anti-blessing, but the key is He wants you to enjoy it with gratitude. That's what the Greek word means, to enjoy with gratitude, not with arrogance, not with envy, not with a hoarding mentality. All right, it's very, very important to enjoy it. So there is a place for that. God wants you to enjoy the money that you have. That's why He's giving it to you. But wants you to enjoy it responsibly, not with a sense of arrogance. Very important. That's what makes us different from the world. All right, that's what makes us different from the world. In James 4:3, he said, you ask and you don't receive because you ask with wrong motive. And this one hits. So the issue isn't that you're asking, is why are you asking? All right. Are you asking for status, for comparison? Are you asking for attention? That could be a problem. Are you asking so you can be a blessing to others? You can live with purpose. You can be a blessing. You are thinking in that form. Now, the way, the how of how you think about money to be a blessing, to that degree will you be blessed. All right. But we just want to show, in fact, like I say, if it's just about showing, you can put stuff on your credit card, go buy the car, go buy the house, go just do whatever you want to do. You can easily show. It doesn't really take anything to show. No, it doesn't take anything. Just go. You can live your life on credit. However, it has no divine principles. In divine principles, you spend what you have. Okay? And you are patient. You are satisfied. So it's very, very important. We're not asking to be able to show, to cause envy. No. All right, we want to be a blessing to everyone around us, and that's why we're asking. So this is where it begins to graduate from your daily needs to real wealth, to real money. In fact, in Deuteronomy 8:18, he said it is God who gives you power to get wealth. Okay, and the wealth there isn't magic money. In fact, if you look at the Greek word, the Hebrew word is chayil. It means God gives ability to God gives you, number one, ability. He gives you strategy. He gives you strength to produce results. He gives you capacity to raise an army. Yeah. But why? He said to confirm His covenant, to fulfill a big purpose. So the wealth there is more than money. So the thought process, the idea that bets big money comes from, I want to be a blessing to people. All right. I want to solve this particular problem in this industry. That's a view, ability to be a blessing, and begin to expand your capacity to move more than your daily needs. Let's think about Joseph, for example. God gave him influence and God gave him resources, not for flexing, no, but to save a nation from famine. Okay, so he had blessings in such a tremendous way, but they had a vision to save a nation from famine, and that blessed them because he was able to bring solution. God gave Solomon, for example, wisdom and wealth. It became a source of help to so many people. There was a purpose to that. So God's provision, especially in large scale, in wealth, is not really for show off. I mean, you can do that on your credit card. You can show off. You can do that on your monthly payments for whatever you want. But if you're praying for something big, something that is really, really big, that is wealth, you have to think of others. That's maturity. You have to think of others. Something that is big, to honor God, to propagate his kingdom, to be a blessing to people. I mean, that is something big. But if you're just chasing stuff, you want to buy car, you want to buy house, maybe you just want to silence your personal insecurities, or you just want to impress strangers who don't really care about you, don't know you, don't even care you exist, you might want to check your motives. You can have enough money to satisfy those needs, but you really want wealth, you must think of others. How can I solve the problem that a number of people are facing? So God blesses those that kind of have those kind of visions that aligns with those will. So you can get as much money as you want in life. You can be the richest as far as you're solving a particular problem that a mass audience needs. Then you can have all the money you want. But if it's just your daily bread you are asking for, that's what you get, daily bread answers. Okay? So, but if you're going big and you're dreaming big, that's where it comes in. But generally, people that also believe that God cares about their finances, they actually give more. You find them that they save better and they live with less financial anxiety because they have this mindset that they will always get back from God. So your trust in God helps you become a generous person. So it's very, very important. But if you want that wealth, that big provision, you have to think about others. You have to think about how you want to serve others, want to be a blessing to others, how you want to solve people's problem in large scale. So this is not about selfish aggrandizement to fulfill your lust. If that's all you think of, there are a lot of people that have big wealth fulfilling their lust. You can ask them how fulfilled they are or how happy they are in that their wealth. Some of the wealth and material resources they have has become their downfall and their pitfall. The wealth they have has been able to fund their lusts and kill them in that process. If you want to ask God for financial blessings, all right, you check your motive. In fact, here's a simple framework. Be honest. God already knows your needs. Just say it. This is what you need. Just say it. Be intentional, okay, with your requests. Make sure that your request in your heart, you know that at the end of the day, there is a purpose to these blessings, to be a blessing to people. You must know that. So be intentional with your request. So the next one, be submitted. It means be content with what you have. Be content. And when God makes that provision, it comes in form of work. So what the work gives you at that moment, be content with it. And with that contentment, be grateful. And you begin to grow right there. You don't need to borrow to live. You don't need to satisfy somebody's ambition or you want to live for somebody's Instagram feed. No. Okay? Live with purpose. Live with a sense of responsibility, a sense of purpose. So is it wrong to pray for wealth? No. But here's the wisdom. Don't make wealth the goal. Make purpose the goal. Make purpose the goal. Make stewardship the goal. Make service the goal. Pray to God to give you ideas that serves humanity. Ideas that opens doors to people. Ideas. Those ideas, that's wealth. Those ideas will come in. God gives you the strength, the capacity, the people to fulfill those ideas. Ask boldly. Why don't you think impact? Think boldly. So it's not just about fulfilling your lust. You really don't need God to fulfill your lust, but you need God to be a blessing to people. So when your life becomes about value, about saving others, about kingdom work, resources follow. Not for ego, but for impact. So go ahead, ask generously, ask big goals, knowing that you have a kingdom mindset and you're going to help others. Okay? This is Discovery and Dialogue YouTube channel where we stay deep, stay real. We keep the Bible in front, in the middle, and in the center. Thank you for following. Click the link and subscribe for more content like this. Catch you in the next one.